Good morning, everyone. Today's reading is when will I start to see results, I guess, or actually it came a little differently. Let me tune in and get that back. When will my outside world start to reflect the shifts I've made on my inside world? So yeah, when will I start to see results? Basically, same idea of my shifts, of my work, of my energy work, my spiritual work, my emotional work, my self-discovery work. So we have 3 cards today, and for you to choose from, and we have some crystals. So this is the Angelic Celestite, Angelic Celestite. This is the blue Kyanite, and this is the Sodalite. So all of these relate to the throat chakra. All of these relate to communication. You can look them up if you choose to, for deeper meanings and more. They all do a lot of different things. So, but I'm going to open the energy and let you pick, and we'll get started. Sorry, it's interesting because it's throat chakra, all of this, and I'm having to clear my throat. So those things are never lost on me these days. So let's see. Pile number 1. Oh, I didn't say to pause the video, but I know you guys know what to do. So if you chose pile number 1 or card number 1, you chose the Angelic Celestite, which helps us communicate with the angelic realms, of course. So let's see what they're telling you. So when will I start to see shifts in my outside world that reflect the shifts I've made in my inside world? Okay, 37. Okay. So this could be 37 days, this could be 37 weeks, this could be 37 years, this could be, anything, 37 minutes, right? So we're going to ask the pendulum about that in a minute. So don't worry. I'm not going to leave you hanging there. But I just want to see what the time out, what the message is of this card. So time out sounds like, okay, well, let me just see what I hear when I read that message, when I read that. So 37 is big picture, unity, Trinity, joy, abundance, right? 7 is spirituality, seeking the truth, seeking spiritual truth, self-discovery, etc. So when those combine, you get a 10, which is arrival, that arrival, that end of something and beginning of something new. So new beginning. But this timeout message tells me that you need to take some time, right? Obviously, that's the message. Take some time, relax. You're in a rush. That's what this card is telling me. You're in a rush. You're rushing around a lot. Okay? You're rushing around in your daily life. So that's what's being reflected in your outside world, is that you're always in a hurry, is what I'm hearing. You're always in a hurry to get to the next step. So it's funny because this, the whole reading is, when will I get to the next step, basically, right? So they're saying, relax a little bit, take some time, pause, take a time out, breathe, relax. Okay, that's their message that's coming with this. They are going to give you an indication of some timing, but they just want you to know that everything happens in divine timing and your timing. And when they intersect, that's when things start to shift and happen for you. So, but you need to be in a positive, relaxed place for the divine timing and your timing to intersect. So if you're anxious, which is what this card is telling me, if you're anxious, it has a harder time connecting. So it's really important that you take that time to relax, to breathe, and just let it be. Okay. So now I'm going to use the pendulum. And what is this days? 37 days? No. Okay. Is this 37 weeks? Okay, 37 weeks. And I know that sounds like a long time. Okay, 37 weeks, but that's not that long. It's, what is it? I have to do some math here. 9 months. 9 months. So 9 months from now, you're going to see some major shifts in your life that are occurring because of the self-discovery, energetic, spiritual work that you've been doing on connecting to yourself first and foremost, and connecting to your spirit world. So there's a 9-month unfolding is how I'm going to say it. Yeah. And there's a 9-month unfolding going on for you. So that doesn't mean that you're not going to see minor shifts or smaller things. And I'm seeing the card, celebrate your wins, celebrate your wins. So they want you to know, they don't want you to get discouraged by the 9 months, okay? That's why they said the time out, pause, relax, don't be anxious. This is a journey that you're on, and there's a 9-month unfolding. And you'll have littler milestones in between now and the 9 months, but the 9 months is when you'll see the real big shifts in your life, okay? So now, that said, you can shift that. You can change that. You can make choices and decisions that might shorten that time or that might lengthen that time, right? Nothing's written in stone. You have free will. You make choices that affect your path every single day. So nothing's written in stone. I don't want you to get too attached to this. But what they're telling you here today is that, there's an unfolding happening. That they're at this current time, this present moment, when you're watching this video, the timing for that right now is a 9-month unfolding. And they want you to celebrate your wins all along the way. It's a process. It's a journey that they want you to enjoy. Okay, they don't want you to be. Remember, I said at the beginning, they don't want you to be always anxious and wanting to take the next step, because you have to take all of the steps, right? And being anxious and wanting to get to the next step, could prolong the process, right? It doesn't necessarily shorten the process, because if you're trying to skip steps, you're going to have to go back. You're going to have to keep going back, okay? And so you might have, my pile number ones might have seen this pattern in your life before, where you try to skip steps and then only to end up going back, right? So what did they say? It's something like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. So that's what they're wanting you to be aware of. That's why they say time out, okay? Take the time, allow the timing, allow the process, allow the unfolding. Take every step along the way, celebrate every step along the way, celebrate every little win you have along the way, okay? On this bigger journey to this bigger shift that's going to happen in 9 months. Well, 9 months and 1 week. Or roughly 9 months, actually. I don't know, because, some weeks, anyways, some months are longer than 4 weeks, right? Well, they're all longer than 4 weeks. Anyways, you know what I mean. So 37 weeks, let's say it that way. That's easier. And you can look on your calendar and see what 37 weeks from the time you're watching this video is. But, they just want to, their guidance is, let it unfold, enjoy the journey, enjoy every step of the journey. If you stop rushing ahead and trying to get to the next step before you complete one step, it'll actually save time. It'll actually speed up the process, okay? I know it's counterintuitive to what you've maybe been used to doing, but skipping steps doesn't help, because you always have to go back and complete the step that you skipped. So even if you manage to somehow skip steps and end up over here, something in life is going to happen to bring you back here so that you go back through these steps. So that's their guidance. That's what they want you to know. Don't try to skip steps. Don't rush. Everything's unfolding as it should. And just have a little bit of patience is what they're asking. Okay. So I want to see who is speaking to you, who's guiding you today. So I'm just going to put these cards, I'm going to put this up here, and put these decks out and use the pendulum to see who is providing this guidance to you today. So you can connect with them and talk with them and, work with them in the next 9 months. Okay, it's this deck. Is anyone from this deck wanting? Okay, these 2 decks want to speak. Okay, so it's one from each of these 2 decks. So let's see who it is from this deck first, and we'll see, so you can work with them, right? So that you can, work with them on this journey, and they can guide you and help you. especially when it comes to needing some patience. All right, because we all need some patience every once in a while. Let's see who it is. Okay, cut the deck, even though it's not very many. Oh, okay, there we go. There's our card. Archangel Gabriel. Oh, very cool. I was just reading something about him yesterday. So Archangel Gabriel, he's the 5th chakra. So he's the throat chakra. Look at that. And this is all throat chakra, right? The blue crystals are about the throat chakra, I had said to you earlier. And that's what he's helping you open your throat chakra. Okay, so this process, this 9-month process helps you. So opening your throat chakra, starting to speak about your journey, I think, is going to help you progress on it. So perhaps you've been resisting speaking, but that's why you need to take every step within this 9-month journey and get to a place where you're comfortable speaking about your journey, about your truth, about your experiences, about whatever it is that you have to share with the world, in order to make the final shift, or not final shift, there's always shifts to be made, but you know what I mean, to make that big shift. I see the 3 and the 9 in this card. So 3 again, big picture, unity, trinity, joy, abundance, and 9 is fulfillment, right? And 9 months, right? The fulfillment comes, the completion comes, the fulfillment comes. And then 3 and 9 combine for a 12, which is new beginnings and partnership. So partner with him to have this new beginning. Talk to him. Gabrielle is going to help you along this way. And 1 and 2 combine to make a 3, which is big picture, unity, joy, abundance. So yeah, that's what's happening there, okay, for you. And yeah, speaking your truth, that's the next 9 months. That's what they're trying to get you to, a place of being comfortable speaking your truth. Okay, so that's going to be empowering for you, and that's going to help you to reach this next big shift in your life. You're going to have little shifts along the way over the next 9 months, but the big shift is when you're really comfortable speaking your truth. Okay, that's what this card is telling us. Now let's see who wants to talk to us in this deck, and we're going to do the pendulum again, I hear. So is it this one, or who is talking to us, and who you're going to work with? Okay, this one, definitely. Is there anyone else in this pile, in this deck, that is working with you on this next 9 months? Okay. Oh, your spirit guide. Helping and guiding through life, signs from spirit. So yeah, your spirit guide is going to be there with you every step of the way, providing that guidance to help you get to the abundance that you are seeking in life. Okay, and the abundance of love that you're seeking in life, self-love. Most importantly, that's where it all starts, self-love. So when you love yourself and you're comfortable speaking your truth about yourself, things are going to open up for you in a new way, in a bigger way than you have ever imagined, is what I hear. So that's what they want to say about that. And then I have one more deck that they want to speak through, I hear. So I'm just grabbing that deck right now. I'm having a difficult time doing it for some reason. They all just kind of fell out, but all right. They're excited to speak through this deck. Let's see what the final messages for my deck, pile number 1s, from this deck here. I love this deck. It's beautiful. I love when they use this deck. Okay, let's see. Cut. Okay, cut the cards. There we go. Whoa. Well, this is your spirit guide speaking. They want it to be known. So that is your spirit guide speaking right now to you through this deck. I'm just going to put this over here to help hold it up. Let's see what they're saying. Oh, movement. Okay. Movement. They want you to get out and do something. Some sort of physical movement. This is about physical movement. Okay. So, I don't know if it's hiking, if it's walking, if it's yoga, if it's biking, whatever it is, but any sort of swimming, there could be a million things, right? But moving, they want you to get moving. That's what they're saying. Get moving. Okay. So I don't know if you haven't been moving, if you've been like kind of, staying home all winter and not getting out, or what, is going on, but they want you to get moving. Okay. And I know there's going to be 3 cards. Okay. Okay. So when you're doing your movement, you're going to take time to reflect. And it's going to open your third eye. Okay. And it's going to create this lovely partnership between you and spirit. You see that? So whatever movement you decide to do, and all movement is, it's physically beneficial. Obviously, it gets your blood circulating, and it's very, very important for us to be moving, to keep our blood flowing, and for our physical health, but for our emotional and mental health and spiritual health, right? When you're moving, you occupy the part of your brain that gets in the way. Okay, that gets in the way of this connection and this third eye opening, and etc. So I think this is going to help you. Whatever movement you decide to do is going to help you to get in that more meditative state that you need to be in order to connect with yourself, connect with your spirit guides, open your third eye, and become comfortable speaking your truth, okay? And then look at this, the pillar. So that's to help you build a foundation, a strong foundation. This is a strong, strong, strong foundation that you're building, okay, where you're confident and you can speak your truth clearly, and you're, ready for this big shift that's coming, okay? So movement, very important. And the kind of movement that helps you shut off the part of your brain that is annoying is how it comes. The part of your brain that, doubts and fears and has anxiety and whatever else is going on in your brain, or just, thinks about the daily activities that you need to do, like I need to go to the bank, I need to do this, I need to, they want to shut that part off through movement so that you can reflect, open your third eye, connect with your spirit world, and get very confident and build this foundation where you're very confident about what you know, what you hear, what you see, what you feel, what you, etc., and that you know yourself deeply enough to be able to speak, freely, truthfully, and that's the process for this 9 months, and that's the big shift, is when you become very confident in that. Okay. That's their message for you. I hope you resonate with that. I hope it helps you in some way. And I'm going to move on to my next group. So you go have a great day, and hopefully I see you again soon. All right. Bye-bye. All right. My pile number 2's, deck number 2, card number 2. So this is the blue kyanite. I'm going to move this black one back over here. This is blue kyanite as well. This, of course, is throat chakra, like I mentioned. All of these cards are, or crystals are. And but it also helps you align your chakras. It's a very powerful crystal for doing that. So I'm going to flip it and see what they're telling you. So 91. So we'll find out in a second if this is days, weeks, months, hours, what it is. But the message that they're sending with this timing is surrender. Okay, so they're asking you to surrender to this process, this journey, however long it is, okay? They want you to surrender. That's key for you. So there's your timing and there's divine timing, and they have to come together for the major shifts to happen, okay? And if you're not surrendering control, we like to control, right? We want to know the timing, we want to know when it's going to happen, etc. And that's because we like to control things. We're uncomfortable when we're not feeling in control of things, right? So that's what they're asking you to do. They're asking you to surrender and just allow whatever the timing is, right? If this is 91 hours, 91 days, 91 weeks, 91 months, years, I don't think it's years, because that would probably be a different lifetime for you. But anyway, they're just asking you to surrender. Surrender to the timing, surrender to the journey, surrender to the process, surrender to every step in the process, surrender to, you know, the all of it. All right, so now let's ask. Is it days? 91 days that we're talking. Oh, is it 91 hours? We didn't. Okay, it's 91 hours. Wow. So this is cool. There's going to be a big shift for you guys in 91 hours. Or, yeah, hours. Sorry. I often don't even ask if it's hours. So this is even, you know, that they put that thought in my mind to ask, and then I forgot it immediately, and then I remembered it and asked it. This is, you know, validation for me, that it's 91 hours. So in 91 hours, which is, I don't know how many days, I can't do the math that quickly. What is it? 72 hours is 3 days. So roughly 4 days. In roughly 4 days, you're going to have a major shift. Okay, as a result of all this work that you've been doing on yourself, on your energy, on your spirit connection, your connection with yourself, first and foremost, and your connection with your spirit, team, and world, in roughly 4 days, well, 4 days minus 4 hours, I guess, is what it is, right? So 72 plus 24 would be, no, I got that wrong. 72, that's 96. So minus 5 hours, yeah. So 4 days minus 5 hours, you will have a major shift. That's exciting, right? So you're going to have a major shift, and but the key is to surrender, okay? So like I said, nothing's written in stone. This is a snapshot of what you're choosing of your own free will at this moment in time, right? So as long as you continue to choose that, and over this next 4 days minus 5 hours, and you follow their guidance to surrender to the choices that you've made, to this process, to the divine timing and your timing intersecting to make this shift, the shift is going to occur, okay? Now, as I said, you have free will. You can change that at any time by making different choices, by not surrendering, whatever it is, right? So, yeah, you need to understand that when we talk about timing or future predictions or any of that, that is a snapshot of what you're choosing in this moment of your own free will, okay? And can be changed by you, only you. So I want to see who's speaking with you yet. So it's one of the archangels for sure. Is there anybody in this? No. Is there anybody in this? No. So it's at least one of the archangels that is guiding you to surrender here to whatever this big shift is that's coming for you in 91 hours. Okay, and I'm being drawn to the 9 is completion, right? Fulfillment. And 1 is new beginning, obviously. So, and they combine for a 10, which is that arrival, I say, you know, where you've come to completion of one thing and a beginning of something new. It's a transformation, right? The 10. So, yeah, that makes complete sense. So you need to surrender to the completion of the old and the beginning of the new, okay? That's what I'm hearing. Okay, and this is the card. Raduriel. Okay, we had him yesterday in a reading. He is the muse. Okay, so he is all about creativity. And he, oh, look at that, new beginning. Okay, joy, abundance, love, big picture, unity, trinity, right? So that's the new beginning, is more creativity, more joy, more abundance, more connection, more unity, more of all of that big picture thinking that you're going to have. And it combines for a 4, which is allowing the path. So yeah, that's very cool. So I read this as allowing the path, your next path in life, which is more creative, more connected, more big picture, more joyful, all of those things, okay? Because of what this card represents and what this archangel represents. So he's working with you to help you surrender to this shift and to get on path with your creative purpose here, okay? That is what I'm hearing about Raduriel. Is there another I'm just going to ask, is there another archangel that's working with you or wants to say something to you? No. Okay, so it's Rogerio. He is the one that's working with you on this. Okay. He has a message for you via these cards, and look, it flipped over right away. Study something. Okay, some of you have been getting this message repeatedly. So, study something. They, you know, and it says here, whether it's learning old things in a new way. Remember I said surrender to the old way and open up to the new way, the new beginnings. So whether it's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new, this is an opportunity to expand your mind, okay? So, and it doesn't have to be formal study. It could be study that, you know, is informal, that's self-study that you're doing yourself, you know, through your own research or an online course or whatever it is. You know, it doesn't have to be you going back to university or something like that. You don't have to, you know, necessarily take that route. But he is saying that you're going to be studying something, okay? This is the next deck he wants to talk to you. And there wow, he's fast. Ask your body. Okay. So if you're wondering what you're going to study, this card is saying ask your body. And look, this is a jaguar, which is very powerful. Feline energy, feminine energy, and third eye wide open. Okay, crown and third eye open. So some of you may be doing some sort of body work, some sort of, you know, that might be what you're going back to study. So it could be massage, it could be medical, it could be spiritual energy work, it could be any kind of work that has to do with the body, or it could be something that you're trying to figure out about your own body. So you could have a lot of people, you know, choose paths based on something that's going on with their own body that they're trying to figure out. So that could be what's going on with you as well, okay? So, but ask your body, okay? All right, your body knows. And our bodies often will manifest something to speak to us. So there's a few things that I know, and you can look at things up with Louise Hay, and you know, I know them from other ways as well. But what the one that's coming to me right now is shoulders. Shoulders are about giving and receiving love. The right shoulder is about giving love. The left shoulder is about receiving love. So if any of you are having shoulder issues, that's what it's about. The right shoulder is about giving love, how you give love, and the left shoulder is about how you receive love. And so that's a hint, okay? But there's lots of stuff. Kidneys are about fear, okay? So any fear that you're having will affect your kidneys. Liver is anger, so any anger things that you're feeling will affect your liver. Gallstones, gallbladder is about trust, okay? Spleen is just I'm existing. It's about that. Lungs are about grief, okay? Grief and sorrow, which doesn't escape me that, you know, right now with everything that's going on in the world right now, we're in COVID times. I don't know when you're watching this video, but we're in COVID times, and it's an affliction of the, you know, it's an upper respiratory or a respiratory disease affecting people's lungs. There's a lot of grieving going on in the world as we're coming to, you know, into this big shift of consciousness and moving from the old way to the new way, which is what you're doing. So lungs, you know. Anyways, your body speaks to you is what I'm trying to get across, okay? So that might be what you start studying and learning, how your body is speaking to you so that you can understand things a little bit more, all right? That's what I'm hearing is going on with you. And then I just was guided to pick, okay, yeah. So there's a partnership coming your way, perhaps. I think it's a spiritual partnership, but more than anything, this card is about passion. So your passion will be renewed. You're going to be very passionate. This new path that you're on, you're going to be very passionate about, okay? So whatever you start studying, whatever your body is telling you once you ask it, you're going to become very, very passionate about this path and this work that you're going to be doing, or this, whatever it is that you're pursuing. So back to the original message, surrender to it. Surrender to the letting go of the old way and moving into the new way for you. And 91 hours, okay? It's happening if you choose it. If you continue to choose it and allow it and surrender to it, all right? That's my message for my pile number 2. You go have a great day. I hope that resonates with you in some way and helps you in some way. And I hope you come visit me again on this channel soon. All right, moving on to pile number 3 now. All right. Go back here. You guys go back there. All right, pile number 3, the sodalite. Okay, so all of these crystals relate to throat chakra. So, and then they have other things that they do, but, and they all help us connect to the angelic realms, so, and spirit world. So I'm going to put this one right here. So anyways, you can look it up, sodalite, if you're more interested in more of its characteristics and its healing properties and what it does, etc. But I'm going to get started with your reading now by turning this over. Oh, look at that. 6. So this could be 6 hours, it could be 6 days, it could be 6 weeks, it could be 6 months, it could be 6 years. We're going to find out. Here, it could be 6 decades. Let's hope not. Anyways, I don't know if you're like me. I'm not patient enough to wait 6 decades for a shift. But anyways, so the question again was, when will the shifts that I'm making internally start happening externally? So, but before I use the pendulum to uncover, the unit of time we're talking about, the 6 is the number, but we need to know the unit of time. Love is the message. And look at this beautiful blue card. So this is blue, 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 and blue. Throat chakra and speaking truth, speaking love. Okay. So love. And this is healing. 6 is healing, love, self-love, self-love, self-love. That's what they're saying to me. Self-love, self-love, self-love. That is key for you to make this shift, okay? Self-love, self-love, self-love. Because when you love yourself fully, completely, unconditionally, all of those things, you can love all fully, completely, and unconditionally. And then you're in love. You're in love with yourself. I said that yesterday, which is about, yes, loving yourself, but it's also about experiencing being in love with yourself, experiencing the journey of being in the energy of love with yourself. Okay, so yeah, this is self-healing, 6. So love is the key for you. Okay, they want you to know that. Now, also before I do the unit, know that this is a snapshot of what choices you're making today in this moment as you're watching this video. You have free will. You can change those choices at any time, which will affect this timing, right? But this is a snapshot of what you're choosing today in this exact moment that you're watching this video. And let's find out. Is it 6 hours from now? No. Okay. Is it 6 days from now? Yes. Okay, there's a shift coming for you in 6 days in your external world that's going to reflect what you've been doing in your internal world, which is focusing on loving yourself unconditionally. Okay, fully and completely and unconditionally, I hear. Okay, so they want to congratulate you on all the work that you've done to love yourself. Okay, I see them clapping. So that's beautiful. And in 6 days, you will start to see the manifestations and the results of this self-love that you've been focused on and working on. And self-love translates into love for all as well. So yeah, wow, that is beautiful that they yeah. So continue to love yourself, continue to love yourself unconditionally, continue going as deep as you can with that, and you're gonna see the results of that in your physical world in 6 days, is what they're telling us today. I want to see who's speaking. It's not an archangel, okay? It could be an archangel, but not being identified by this pile. So this pile, and is there anyone in this pile speaking? Yes. Okay, so we're gonna start with this pile and see who's speaking to you. And I'm going to shuffle, and there we go. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. 5 and 1, 6. 5, being on the path. 1, new beginning. Combines for 6, healing, love, self-love, healer of the ages, Christiel, okay? I believe it's Christiel, or it could be Christ. Let me see which one it is in this deck, because I'm thinking of the other deck of archangels right now. Healer of the ages. Okay, I'm just going to read what it says in this book. This powerful being brings the force of ancient wisdom and profound healing. The light of divine consciousness pours from his hands and heart, flowing to you with love and a powerful healing intention. This amazing entity is with you now, bringing resolution to physical, mental, and emotional ills, helping to unblock stuck energy and revitalize your life force. You may have felt this strong presence recently, or you may just be opening to the wonderful sensations now. You can call upon this emissary of miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance, or renewal. Know that at the deepest level, an important healing is taking place. So healing, love, I mean, it's, yeah. And the six, the being on path, the new beginning. This powerful healing of eternal love is with me now and always. Divine consciousness fills every cell. I am whole, healthy, vital, and at peace. That's an affirmation you can say. But this, and this to me is Christ or Christiel, one and the same. I mean, the names, I don't think they get too bothered by what we call them, okay? But healer of the ages. So this is all about healing, okay? Healing through love, through self-love, all right? So this spirit is with you, working with you, okay? Is there anybody else in this deck to be revealed? Okay, so now it's this deck. Let's see. We're going to lay these guys out. And so, yeah, teaching, look at the open heart chakra and then the healing hands. Wow. Yeah. Okay, let's see. No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. It's this one. Okay, anybody else? Not that one. Not that one. Okay, so it's this guy. This one that wants to talk to you or is talking to you today, and it's your guardian angel. Look at that heart, hands on heart chakra there. Protection, angelic realms, you know, just beautiful, right? Look at these two beautiful entities, spirit beings from your spirit world that are working with you right now to heal, and to be totally and completely unconditionally in love with yourself. That's what I'm hearing. And I have my hands again right on my heart, the same way as that angel. Okay, I'm holding as I'm speaking. Yeah, it's interesting. That happened to me yesterday too. My hands just went there, and they're on my heart, and I'm feeling this. Yeah, feeling this reading for you guys. It is beautiful. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, what messages do they want to speak of and say? It's this one, this deck. Okay, we have a message for you from this deck. It's going to help you with this shift that's happening within 6 days, as long as you continue to choose it, okay? So something in the next 6 days will occur in your outside world as a result of this healing work that you've done on your inside world. Oh, look at that. Light. Imagine yourself as being composed of energy and light, because in reality, that's precisely what you are. You are a powerful being, and people are attracted to your brilliance. This is a time to remember how vibrant you truly are. Okay, so this is a guidance. So as you're coming to this place of completely and fully loving yourself unconditionally and being in love with yourself, the way of doing that is focusing on your light, understanding that you are light, okay? You are light shining in this world, okay? And that's why people are attracted to you, and animals and babies, I hear. And you're a powerful being, and people are attracted to this brilliant light that you are, okay? Remember, you're light, okay? See yourself as this beautiful, brilliant, bright, shining, gorgeous light of love, okay? That's the message that they have with this deck, okay? Unbelievably beautiful. They're helping you love yourself and see yourself as the pure light, love being that you are, okay? All right. 2 cards came from this deck. Oh, look at that. strength. They're giving you the strength to speak the truth, okay? This is, I remember I said it's throat chakra. It's all throat chakra. Look at all the blue, right? Which is throat chakra. They're giving you the strength to speak your truth, okay? About love and your love for yourself and your love for all and your you know, just to speak the truth, which is you love. That's the truth. You love. You love unconditionally. You love yourself unconditionally. You love others unconditionally. You love the universe unconditionally. You love all unconditionally. That is your truth. And in 6 days, you'll be fully immersed and willing to speak it and to shine this light in the world that you are. That's what they're working with you to bring to fruition. And you'll start to see the results of that, the reflection of that in your outer world. Okay? Is there anything else that they want to say before I let pile number 3, card number 3 go? Yes, there is. Okay. The gold cards, the sun cards, the light cards want to say something. They want to tell you something through these tarot. Let me see what it is. Okay. Is it this? Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, I have to put... Okay. I have to put these cards like that. And there we go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Look at that. 11. And 2 aces side by side. So 10, which is new beginnings, you know, a completion of old and a beginning of the new. And it's reversed, this card. So that means the burden is being lifted. All heaviness, all darkness, all burden is being lifted so that you can be this light that you are. Okay. And that's going to happen in your physical world. So they're lifting this burden. Any burdens, any darkness, anything that you're holding on to or that's burdening you is going to be lifted. Okay, allow that. Choose to allow that. Keep choosing it. Okay, and then look at this: the Ace of Swords, third eye wide open, clarity, focus. This is where the strength is going to come from. You're going to have such clarity and focus, and your knowing is wide open, and you're going to understand what you need to understand about loving yourself, okay? Completely, fully, unconditionally, wholly. That's what I hear. Okay, and you're going to speak your truth, and that's going to bring you opportunities, okay? It's going to open the world to you. The world will be your oyster, and you'll have opportunities coming in this physical world, financial opportunities, business opportunities. That's going to bring them to you, speaking your truth, okay? And the 11 is your psychic intuitive number, right? It's the connection, the unity, the Trinity as well, you know, being connected and having the psychic intuition that is needed to be clear and focused and to speak the truth, all right? That's beautiful. What a beautiful reading. You guys go have an amazing day. All right. Bye-bye.